Ooh, you know what time it is? That's right, it's another episode of Gors Recent Pickups. It's been a couple weeks since my last one, so here I am once again to show you all the stuff I acquired for cheap at local yard sales and some eBay stuff and some Amazon stuff. Who cares about that? What I'm here to tell you is I got good deals, and man, I got good deals. All right, so let's get to it. You know what? Let's start off with some of the non-video game stuff. So let's do some movies and the other stuff I got, because I actually got a few books and I got something else that's not video game related. So you know what? Let's get to that thing first, because I want to get it off my desk here, because I don't have much room. You can't see my desk, but this is where I work. This is where I edit videos. This is where I do other things. I'm not going to mention here because no one wants to know. But I have not much room on my desk for all this stuff. That's how much stuff I got. Okay? My phone vibrated. Did you hear that? It was really loud. We'll put it over here. It's not going to make noise there. Wait, no, not but yeah, I don't have that much space. So let me just show you the first thing I got. This is a yard sale pickup. It's actually the first thing I did get on Sunday. I did go yard selling on Saturday, but this is the first thing I got on Sunday. And I paid $3 for these. These are not video game or movie related, so I'm going to get out of the way. Start off kind of but these are definitely worth it, considering I could probably sell these for about 40 to 50 bucks as a bundle. These are Radio Shack. Oh, what the hell are they called? Oh no, I forgot. What are they called? Oh my god, I'm blanking on them. You press the button and you talk to this side and whatever, and you keep talking to each other. I can't remember what the fuck they're called. Well, anyway, it's where you press the button and you talk, and this one will hear you and stuff. And they do work. Wait, it probably says it right here. Oh yeah, it does say. It says Intercom. Intercom. I just thought, I was like, it probably says it right on the frickin', right on the front. Intercom. There's actually 3 of them. These 2 are used, and it actually came with a brand new one. I got it for $3. I could probably sell these for 40 to 50. So pretty good deal, I would say. Let me get them off my desk. That was the whole point, showing them first, to get them off my fucking desk. This transceiver shit out here, intercom, whatever. I don't care. That's going in a box and being shipped to some guy that wants to talk to someone from kind of far away. Alright, so there you go. That was the first thing I got, $3. I could probably sell that for the least maybe $30. That's still definitely worth it. So let's get to the books now. First book I picked up, this is the first thing I picked up on Saturday, actually. So I'm going to start off with all the first purchases of the 2 days. This is actually kind of cool. This is a Sotheby's. I don't know how to pronounce it. I know it's like an auction place, but I got this book at a yard sale for $2. It's a comic books and comic art in New York, 1992 auction catalog. So they're auctioning off a bunch of comic books and stuff. It's very nice condition for the most part. I see these go for about 20, 25 bucks. I got for $2. Not really interested to keep it myself. It's a nice looking copy for the most part, considering it's 25 years old. Almost 25 years old. September 30th, this would be 25 years old. Even though I'm sure the book was made way before the auction actually happened, obviously. But, whatever. I don't care. So that was kind of cool. Next thing I picked up for $1 each. Only $1. This is pretty good, actually, I think. I got 4 books. So, $1. I got 4 books. And they're all part of a Stephen King series that, of course, recently just got a movie that I heard was terrible. But I heard these books are great, so can't really give these too much shit. I got the Dark Tower 1. There you go, the Gunslinger. Dark Tower 2, The Drawing of 3. I got the Dark Tower 3, The Wastelands. And I got the Dark Tower 4. This one's a big one. Wizard and Glass. Wizard and Glass. That's a weird title. But it's different than everything else. Everything else was like, well, the Drawing of 3, I guess, is a little whatever. But that's mysterious. I don't know what Wizard and Glass is. Is Mr. Glass in it? I don't know, maybe. But I don't know if these books are worth anything. I kind of looked them up, and I think I saw this one and this one aren't really worth much. But I don't know. They both have, actually, I think they all have Stephen King's stupid-looking face on them. This one doesn't. This one might be worth something. I'm not sure. But I figured I'd keep them anyway. You know, cool little collector's items, I guess. I never read Dark Tower, but I always wanted to. But if I ever do read it, I won't actually read it. I'll just hold on, let me organize these right. I'll just listen to an audiobook. I'm sure there's a good one somewhere. It's a pretty popular series. There's what, 7 books? The guy did have the other 3 earlier that day, so I missed those. I missed on those, but he had the first 4. I don't know, maybe 5, 6, and 7 were worth something. But anyway, okay, so I still have movie stuff here. I would say most of these are Amazon purchases except one. One is a yard sale purchase. So we'll talk about the Amazon ones first. Alright, so I added 3 more 4K Blu-rays to my collection. The first one being Kingsman: The Secret Service. Had to get that. I had to. Literally, I had to get it. I had to watch it again. I'm really excited for the second one. It comes out at the end of next month. Oh man, I'm so fucking pumped for that movie. That last trailer was great, and I love this movie. I saw this movie like 5, 6 times in theaters, and at this point I've seen this movie like a dozen times. Like literally a dozen times. I love it. And for someone like me, I'm sure that's not crazy for some people. Like I'm sure some people have watched certain movies way more than that. But for me, I watch so many movies and play so many games and do all this other shit that, you know, me watching a movie that came out only 2 years ago a dozen times is, I think, pretty crazy. Speaking of a movie that I watched, well, maybe not a dozen times, but quite a bit. This is Dredd on 4K Blu-ray. I'm sure this will look great. By the way, I did see Kingsman in 4K. I did watch this, and it looks incredible, especially some of the shots later in the movie. I'll just say when the heads start exploding, look beautiful in 4K, baby. But anyway, Dredd. Dredd is another movie that has exploding heads, and this movie's great too. Actually, there's not. Is there exploding heads? Let me think. There's a flare that goes into a head, and a couple of heads do get shot, but then there's no heads that actually explode. I can't remember. Maybe some guy gets flayed alive. I don't know. But anyway, this is great. Of course. Well, actually, this I got Doctor because they covered the fucking the EDD of Dredd. But I'm looking forward to that TV show whenever that happens. Hopefully Carl Urban will come back. I heard he was like he really wants to. Obviously, he loves the character. That's why he was the one that said, "No, that mask better not come off, bro. It better not." And it didn't. And now this movie's popular, so I'm happy. It wasn't when it first came out, sadly. And that's what counts when you want to make a sequel. Not, oh, it's popular later when people watch it for free on TV or some shit. Next. This one's actually a decent deal when you consider how many movies I got. I got this for $12. I got one of these movies. It's like a 3-movie pack. I got 3 movies, and one of them I would consider as a good movie. The other 2 are not, but they're kind of fun movies in a trashy, shitty, you know, big budget, box office disaster way. The 3-pack includes Ender's Game, which I think is a pretty good movie. It failed at the box office. The Last Witch Hunter, which I thought was a hilarious movie. And Gods of Egypt, which it might be one of my favorite B-movie, well, big budgeted B-movies I've ever seen. It's straight up a B-movie. It's fucking terrible. But I love all these movies in their own way. And Gods of Egypt, I can't wait to see on 4K. I want to see how fucking awful the special effects look in higher quality. Oh my god, the clarity of those terrible special effects must look beautiful. So, I don't know. I might want to watch this with a friend or something. I'll see if anybody wants to watch it. But, yeah, it comes with all 3. I'm sure they've never been watched because who the fuck would want to watch any of these movies? $12. Not a bad deal considering that's $4 a pop. I would spend $12 on Ender's Game alone because I actually really did like that game. I mean, that movie. But, alright, so last movie I have here, and then we'll get to the games. You know, I'm just going to tell you what it is. I got a DVD copy of the classic Chevy Chase and Benji movie, Benji the Dog movie. Oh! Heavenly Dog. That's right. Oh! Heavenly Dog. Oh! Heavenly Dog. Now you're probably wondering, why do I have this? I got this for $1 at a yard sale. The reason why I picked this up is because it's actually an out-of-print DVD, and it's worth like around 15 to 20 bucks. So, hey, $1? $1 make you holler. That's what that one girl said. That's probably either coked up right now or dead. I don't know. She's probably still young. Maybe I should have said that. You know, I'm going to cut that. No, I'm not. But anyway, oh, Heavenly Dog. Oh, the money I will make. So anyway, that's all the movies. Now, let's get into the video game pickups, which, let me just say, we'll organize some stuff right here. For the money I spent, oh, man. And I did spend my money. I know there's some jokes about, like, you don't spend your own money. I did spend my own money, and I didn't spend that much. I'll just say that right here. I spent maybe 30 bucks this weekend. And for what I got, I could sell probably one of these games for that much, and then keep everything else. But, yeah. Let me show you what I got. Okay, before we get to the video games, I'm an idiot. I completely forgot to show you these. There's one yard sale that had a bunch of, like, Happy Meal toys, which I know that sounds stupid. Like, why would I ever care? But for $1 each, I had to get these because they look pretty cool for, you know, Happy Meal toys. This is a Mario Happy Meal toy. That'll go right over here somewhere. I don't have any room for them, so I'll put them right here. And I got a little mushroom for $1. And I don't want to get these, but I had to. Maybe I'll melt them and, I don't know, fucking do something else with them. But I didn't want to get them because I don't like these guys, but I had to get in their best T-pose for some reason. I got little rabbit guys. Look at this. This one just flails his arms up and down. You could do that. Move its stupid fucking ears. And then this guy has an octopus on his head. I don't know. What? I don't know. I guess that's funny. I don't know. And then he presses the button and he goes. And he's gone. So anyway, there you go. Now let's get to the actual games. Alright, so now we get to the video games. Yeah, that's right. That's why you're here, right? You want the video games, right? You want it? You want it hard? Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the video games. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the only GameStop purchase of the entire episode. The only one. I paid $9 for this. I used my trade credit, so I didn't count this for the, I spent $30 this weekend because I didn't spend any money because I had trade credit. So for $9, I thought it was a good deal. This is Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Burning Earth. This is like I think about a $20 game. They had it for $9 there, complete, in pretty good condition. I had to get it because it's a good deal. So $9, no tax. Didn't need to pay tax because you trade credit. So there you go. First pickup, bam, already a good deal. All right. Oh boy. All right, let's get to some of the not good deals, and then we'll get to the good deals. I always like to build it up. Okay. I got at the same yard sale. Well, not the same yard sale, but at a yard sale, I got 2 games. $2 each, pretty good. I got the Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga for the Wii. It's like a $6, $7 game. I only got it because I'm gonna put it in a bundle of other Wii games for eBay. And I got, this is actually a pretty good deal, $15, $20 game right here. Family Game Night 3, the Hasbro one. It comes with Mousetrap, Yahtzee, Hands Down Edition. I don't know what the hell. It's a card game. Clue. That's cool. Twister. I don't even know how the fuck that works. I get it with Connect, but how does it work with Wii? I guess it detects where you're... whatever. I don't care. And Life. So, that's cool. $15, $20 game right there. For $4 right there. That's $4 right there. Bam. Alright. Not same yard sale. Next yard sale I went to. It was like literally the next yard sale I went to after I got those 2. I got... For $1 each, I got 3 PS2 games and 1 PS1 game. The PS1 game sadly did not have the actual case, but it is actually worth it completely just by itself without a disc or a manual. I mean a disc, a case or a manual. This is Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, which is a great game. This and Exodus are great games. Exodus is worth much less. I think it's like a $6, $7 game. This alone is like I think a $12, $13 game. So, and it's in really good condition. Next, these are just filler titles to add to my PS2 collection because I do have a pretty big PS2 collection. This is Suzuki Superbikes Railroad Racing. That was $1. It's like a $5 game. Pirates Legend of the Black Buccaneer. That's like a $5 game. And Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. This is actually worth around like $8 to $10, but that's going to stay in the collection. These are all complete, by the way. Midnight Club is complete. Pirates Buccaneer bullshit is complete. I mean, Black Buccaneer, whatever. I don't fucking care. And Suzuki Motor Bicycles is complete. So there you go. Those are all complete. $4 right there as well. So $8 so far. All right. Next. move that. That's not a yard sale. Pick up, show that at the end. For 12, yeah, maybe we should wait. You know, I'm not gonna do this one. I'm not gonna do this one yet because this is a big one. For $5. Oh shit, there's a couple movies here. I already fucked up. Well, that's fine because this is a big, like, this is a lot that I bought for $5. There's a local pawn store or pawn shop, either one, whatever you want to call it. A pawn shop that had these video games for the longest time, but they always wanted like $5 for them, and like they lowered the prices to $3 and then $2 and then $1 a piece. And I was like, I don't know, $1 a piece maybe. But then I went there the other day and they finally decided, you know what, we just want to get rid of them. 4 for $1. 4 games for $1. So I spent $5 and got, I think, 18 games. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 games and 2 movies. So I guess they fucked up. I don't even know. Maybe I fucked up. I got 21 things here. So I got 21 things for $5. So I didn't even realize that. And technically I got 22 things because one of these cases actually had 2 games in it, which I'll show you in a second. But for $5, I got 22 things here, mostly video games. Let's go through it. First game is disc only, Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. I already have this game, so I might bundle that in. Maybe I'll do that, make that a giveaway, maybe. Because I have all those, like, kind of shitty 360 games, a bunch of doubles and stuff. Maybe I'll do, like, a giveaway, just a bunch of games, you know. Maybe nothing too valuable, but it'll be a nice little giveaway. You know, I hit 15,000 subscribers, so maybe. Next, this is, again, just a generic case. Dirt. So I got that for $1. That's pretty good. Good condition, too. I looked at the disc. Not great, but it has some scratches, but it should work. Next, BioShock 2. Already have that, so that's going to be a giveaway. Batman Arkham Asylum. I already have 2 copies of this game. Now I guess I have 3. I have hiccups, by the way. Complete 2, and the disc is really nice looking. Next is a copy of Mass Effect. It's a, of course, GameStop case, but when I opened it up, I found Mass Effect in, like, flawless condition. This isn't a 2-disc game, right? Yeah, it's not. Well, not flawless, but compared to some of the other ones, flawless. And there's another game in here, Call of Duty 2 Game of the Year Edition, which is like a $10 game right there. So that was pretty cool. 2 games in one. $1 for 2 games, and both of them are in actually pretty good condition. Next is a PC double pack. So I guess I really got 23 games. Alright. Scrabble Complete and Jeopardy 2003. And I looked up on eBay, and a few people have been selling this for like $15 and stuff. So I don't know if it's actually worth that much, but whatever. I'm thinking of also doing a PC game lot, just a bunch of PC games that I have. Putting that up on eBay. Alright, so here are the movies. I had to get this one because this is a great movie. This is Spinal Tap. So that's a movie, of course. The case is a little broken, but I don't think this is out of print version. I think this is the version you can get pretty much anywhere. This is a great movie. Definitely go check it out. It's a really great mockumentary of a band that doesn't exist really, but it's great. It's a great one. Go check it out. This is a special edition for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm assuming this is the remake. I'm assuming, not assuming, I'm like 100% sure it is. I didn't even look at it really. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. The discs are pretty good condition. Yeah, it is. I can already tell. Just the font and stuff, it is. Oh, I got a copy of The Mechanic. I didn't even look at these discs. I was just like, I don't even care. It's $1. But I guess I got a copy of The Mechanic. I'm assuming that's a new one. And now I have, so I got 24 things for $5. Man, just deals. I'm assuming the discs are okay. Next is Ghost Recon Island Thunder, which I think is loose. Yeah, well, not loose, but it doesn't have a manual. But it is Island Thunder. Don't think I have that one. Soldier of Fortune 2 Double Helix, which Soldier of Fortune is one of those game series that I've always played, mostly because it's one of the most violent series out there, and that's why it's not a series anymore. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, which is pretty cool because I don't actually have that on Xbox and it is complete. Red Faction 2, which I think I have on PS2. I don't think I have it on Xbox, but the case is a little messed up there. It's actually not the original case, obviously. It's not green. But it's complete. So that's cool. Next is DJ Hero. I actually do have this game, but this is complete and it's in nice condition. I looked at pretty much all of this and they're all a little scratched up. There's one, I think it's one of the ones at the bottom here are pretty damaged, but for a quarter I had to. It's a quarter. Fuck a quarter. SSX Tricky. Don't have that actually. I think that's loose. Oh wait. Oh, I messed up. I completely did not look in this one. Alright, I messed this one up. It came with Open Season, the movie. Not SSX Tricky. Ah, I got screwed, man. This is a horrible bundle. This one I didn't look at. I should have. Next is Rainbow Six Vegas, which I do have this game, but I do not have the case for it. So now I have the case for it, and I have an extra disc, I guess. Next is NBA 2K10, which is, I think, the 10th anniversary version or whatever. I don't know. Complete. Next is The Incredibles for the Xbox. Again, nothing too huge, but for a quarter each, it's pretty good. Of course, I had to get this one. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. This is the one I played the shit out of when I was younger. This and Thug. Thug 1. Thug 2 I played a lot too. Next is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The game that Tommy Tallarico gave a 9 out of 10 on Judgment Day. Judgment Day, great G4 show back in the day. Of course, it doesn't exist anymore, sadly. But it always will remain in my heart. Love that show. I'm sorry, I should have showed you it first. Madden 10 for the 360. Don't actually have that one. And it is disc only. And the last one, I think this one's the one that's really messed up. I had to get it. Halo Wars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's messed up. Here, let me look. Yeah, it's not that bad. I must be thinking of something else. It's one of these games are messed up. For some reason I thought it was Halo Wars. But there you go. For the price I paid, this entire stack of games and movies for $5, gotta do it. I could probably just bundle this all together and just sell it for, well, get the movies out of there, but sell it for at least like $30. But yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Had to do it. All right, so now let's get to the other bundles I got of games. I went to 2 other yard sales. One yard sale didn't have any games or nothing I gave a shit about, but I decided, you know what, let me ask them, because you should always ask. If you're looking for video games at yard sales, it never hurts to ask, because people want to get rid of their stuff, people want to sell their stuff, and some people just don't think games will sell. Some people literally think that games are just like, eh, whatever, who gives a shit, no one's gonna buy it, it's old shit. They think old shit just doesn't matter, it's not worth it. So always ask. If you're looking for video games, there's a pro tip, really ask. Like, if you're shy, just say, hey, you got games? You know, whisper it. You know, maybe they'll think you're cute. Like, oh, he's whispering. I'll give him video games. But no, man up. Look at them in the eye and say, hey, son, you got video games? All right? So there you go. And I'm not even going to lie. Sometimes I do get a little, like, nervous about asking, because some of them are like, I'm not gonna lie, we have some people around here that look like rednecks. I'm like, there's no way they have video games. And if I ask them, they're gonna be assholes. There's just like tools everywhere, and people are selling lawnmowers and shit. I'm just like, I'm gonna ask them if they have video games. And pretty much all the time I ask, they never, you know, look at me like, what? You kind of some kind of nerd? I got tools. I do yard work. What the fuck? You sitting there playing your Dooms? But no one has ever talked like that around here. Even the ones that look like hillbillies with the big Duck Dynasty beards, they talk regular like humans. Not like, yeah, I fucked my sister. And I like it. But anyway, alright, this yard sale I asked for video games, and he said, hey, you know what I actually do? I have some older games. You want to take a look? I was like, yeah, I do. I didn't say it like that, because then he would be like, oh, this guy wants it. He wants it. And I was like, yeah, I want it. But he brought them out, and it was a stack of PS1 games and 1 Dreamcast game. It's weird. 15 PS1 games and 1 Dreamcast game. And I looked at every one of them, and there's a couple of damn good titles here. And I asked him, well, actually, I didn't ask him. He said, how much you want? I mean, how much you want? What's a good price for it all? He asked. He asked me that. I was like, I don't know. And I was about to say $10. And then he said, $10? I was like, and I was about to say, yeah, that's a good price. But I guess he thought I looked like I was about to say, ooh, that's too much or something. Even though I was about to say, yeah, that's good. He was like, I don't know, $5? I was like, yeah, $5 is good. So for $5, I got 16 games. And some of them, hell, one of them is totally worth $5. Well, one of them is worth $10. So without further ado, let's get to it. I'll save the ones that are really worth it for last. First one is Apocalypse, starring Bruce Willis. It's like a $5 game. Not bad. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Actually a pretty okay game. You know, the movie might have been a fucking turd, but this isn't too bad. Excalibur 2555 AD. Never heard of this game before. I thought maybe it would have been worth something, but it's not really. But it's a kind of cool little, I'm assuming unheard of title. I've never heard of this game, but cool. Peak Performance. Racing car game. It's actually worth around $15-20 right here. So right here is worth $5. Next is, oh, actually, you know what? This is another thing where I messed up. I actually got 17 games because I got Medal of Honor Underground, and then right when I opened it, I was like, wait, there's a second game in here, and it comes with the original Medal of Honor. And here's Underground. Underground, right there, Medal of Honor. So, got 2 games there. By the way, the discs are in very nice condition. Considering this is loose in that case, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like almost mint. Actually, I would say it's probably mint. Wow. And this one's pretty good, too. I already looked at all these discs, but these are like, this is like a refresher. Oh, man. I got a good deal. I got a good deal, guys. Whew. Alright, next is Army Men 3D. I actually do have this game already. Actually, I think I have 2 other copies of this, but couldn't say no to it. Army Men World War Land, Sea, and Air. It's just World War. I don't think I've ever played this one. I played a lot of the Army Men games, but I don't think I've ever played this one. It seems kind of cool because, of course, like the title would suggest, land, sea, and air. You're on the land, you're in the sea, and you're in the air, as it would also show you on the back. So this is kind of cool. It's only a $5 game, but I never actually seen this one before. Like, you know, Army Men games are pretty cheap, but that one's pretty cool. Next is Test Drive 5. Pretty good. Pretty good. Little title. I like the Test Drive games. Next is Tekken 2. I actually have Tekken 3, and I think I have the original Tekken. But I don't think I had Tekken 2. So I think right now I actually own every single Tekken game. Well, yeah, no. I have Tekken Tag Tournament 1 and 2. What else? I even have that PS3 game, Dark Resurrection. And I have the PS3 version, which I think was just a reboot, or not reboot, like a remake of that. So I think I have like every Tekken game. Oh, you know what? I don't have that Nino Williams one, Death by Degrees, I think it's called. I don't have that one. So, oh well. There goes that. Just kill myself right now. Next is, this is a cool little title, Dino Crisis. I played this when I was younger, when I was in my Resident Evil and Silent Hill phase, and it was a cool little horror game. It was Resident Evil with dinosaurs, and it was pretty good. It's like a $10 game. Not bad. Here's the 25th copy of Driver 2 that I have. I have way more copies of Driver 2 than Driver 1. Driver 2 was one of the highest selling games of all time, so at the time. So, no big surprise they had it. Next is Rallycross, which I've never heard of. It's not really worth much, but, you know, it's a cool little... it's always cool to see titles like that. Just ones that maybe aren't rare, but you've never really seen before. Spec Ops Covert Assault, of course, if you had a PS1 and you were a shooter fan, I'm assuming you've played a Spec Ops game before. Of course, they rebooted this in Spec Ops The Line, and it was completely different. It was not even... It shared the same title, but it was not the same series at all. These were just straight-up military games. That game was Heart of Darkness. That's pretty much what it was. I think it was even based on Heart of Darkness, or Apocalypse Now, or whatever. And the last one, this is the Dreamcast game. I thought this was kind of cool. South Park Chef's Love Shack. I was mixing South and Chef, and I said Seth. Seth MacFarlane's South Park. But I thought that was kind of cool. So you're probably wondering, wait, hold on, you only showed 14 games there, or 15 if you count the Medal of Honor disc. Well, I intentionally left out 2 of them because those 2 are definitely the better pickups, especially one of this bundle, I should say. The first one is a complete and nice copy, black label, of Final Fantasy VII, Look at that. That's worth $5 alone. It has definitely dropped in value, but I have a feeling this will go up in value once the Resident Evil, what the fuck, Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out. I have a feeling, or you know, I think maybe closer to the launch of that, this will raise up in value. Just like with Crash, when Crash came out, the trilogy. All these Crash games went up in value. I know because I had 2 copies of Crash Twinsanity, and those were like maybe $5 games. And then that trilogy came out, and that like rose up to like $25. So I sold one of them. So I think this will rise, but right now it's like a $15, $20 game. It used to be like $70, $80, especially Black Label, complete in nice condition like this one. But here's the first disc. The manual is in nice condition. Look at this. It's a nice looking manual. And of course, there's one thing wrong with this case here. You'll see right when I open it. Yeah, you see the disc is already falling out there. Falls out, but it comes with all discs. The discs are in nice condition. I think one of them, I think disc 1, which makes sense, has the most scratches. But besides that, great deal. And the last one, this made it all worth it. I already have a copy of this, but I'm selling this copy because it's a fucking nice copy of this game. One of my favorite games of all time. A game that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and guess what? It still scares the shit out of me. This is Silent Hill. Look at that. That's worth $10 right there. That's a $30 to $40 game. I've seen this sell for $45 in amazing condition. Like, this is a very nice looking copy. I would even say this is close to like new. The disc is like flawless. The manual looks great. You could tell these people bought these games, played them once maybe, and never touched them again. You could tell also because they sold them to me for $5, so they ain't give a shit. Man, I just wish they never played them. Like, they just bought these games and just left them in the cellophane, because that would be amazing if I had a new copy of Silent Hill. But this looks like it was just recently, not recently, but it was taken out of the cellophane and then barely played after that. It's a nice copy. I already have a Silent Hill copy, but that is nice. Whew, baby. All right, so now I'm not done yet. You thought I was done? I ain't done. I ain't even close. Well, I am close. But the last yard sale. This wasn't technically the last yard sale we went to, but it's more dramatic if I tell you this is the last yard sale I went to. So the last yard sale I went to, it was like the second to last, so it's pretty close. For $12, I got 6 SNES games and 2 Genesis games. I got a good deal. Alright, so, you know what, let's do the SNES games first. Some of them aren't amazing, but for $2 each, that's pretty much what it was. I got 8 games, but I paid $2 each in a way, because that's how much they were. But they gave me a bundle deal. Just believe me, it works out. But really, I paid less than $2, but that's how much they originally were. Like, they were selling them $2, and then we got a bundle deal. But whatever. Anyway, I got a good deal either way, and they all work. I've tried them out, even though I only had my SNES. My Superboy, that's what it's called. It's pretty much a SNES, just portable. That thing doesn't work all that great anymore, so it took a little while for these to actually work in there. I know it doesn't work that well because I have like a really, really, really nice copy of like a few games that I know definitely work, and my Superboy just doesn't read them anymore. And I've heard there's a lot of problems with Superboys and stuff, especially the one I have. I know there's newer versions of it, but the one I have had a lot of problems when they first came out. So sadly, that thing is going, but these are nice. I got X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. Some guy named Jamal played this, or Jomal. All right, Jomal, thanks. By the way, these were disgusting. I had to clean these up. I couldn't clean this up yet. I'm going to try to figure out a way to clean that up, but they were this one was fucking filthy. Oh, it was disgusting. I had to clean it up. I wish I had like a before and after, you know, because I did a good job of cleaning these up, because this was almost like pitch black. Like, it was just covered in shit. And I also had to clean out the chip, of course, the motherboard and stuff like that. So this does work, though. It does work. Not a very good game, but it does work. At least what I played. I never played that when I was a kid. So it's all perspective, I guess. If you played that as a kid, I'm sure you loved it. Next is Super Empire Strikes Back, which is kind of cool because I do actually have the original Super Star Wars. So now I have Empire Strikes Back. Nice clean cart, even though it wasn't when I first got it. They removed, unless it didn't have a sticker. Maybe it didn't have a sticker. It does have, yeah, it probably didn't have a sticker. It does have the, it does have all the detail there, just in, I guess, broiled, what do you call it, like embedded on the actual cart. Nice looking copy. I also got, of course, Return of the Jedi, Super Return of the Jedi. They did have Super Star Wars there, but I already had a copy, so no point. It's like a $10 game, so if I bought it just to sell it, you know, I would only make a couple bucks, and it's not really worth the hassle. Next, Super Mario All-Stars. It's like a $20, $25 game. It's a nice looking copy. Look at that. Label looks nice. Again, all these look like shit. The X-Men one was the worst, easily. But they all looked like garbage. I had to clean them up and really, really do a good job. But, yeah, now they look nice. Some people just don't give a shit. Next is Tournament Fighters, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fighting game. I actually played this when I was a kid. Really enjoyed it. It's like a $20 game, so pretty cool. Again, same thing. There's some tear in the label there, and you can still see some damage to the cart. You can see it there, definitely. But I did my best, and it does look pretty good for the most part. And the last one, this is like a $40 game right here on the SNES, and I got it for $2, less than $2 if you really want to be technical. Super Bomberman. Look at that. I love me some Bomberman, and Super Bomberman was great. I played Mega Bomberman on the Genesis, and I have both of these. Actually, I have Mega Bomberman as well. I have it actually in the box too, so that's like worth like $50-$60. Wish I got this in the box because that would be like a $80-$90 game. But for $40, I mean for $2, it's a $40 game. Pretty good. I'm gonna keep that in my collection for sure. And now the Genesis games. First one here, I was about to leave this there, and to be honest, I probably should have because it's in really bad condition. Don't even know if it works. Like these two for Genesis, I have no way of testing because I don't have a Genesis that works. And even if I did, I don't have a TV that I could hook it up with. So that kind of sucks. But I am still happy to get these for $2 each because they are worth around, well, this one's worth about $20. The other one's worth around $40, maybe even $45. But I'm not going to get too excited just in case they don't work. Still, it's still cool to have them. Even if they don't work, some people could probably fix them. And I could probably get rid of them if I want. But this one's called Star Control. The label is messed up beyond belief. You wouldn't believe how much like black shit I cleaned off of the chip. The card here, the motherboard pretty much. You wouldn't believe how much I had to clean off. I had a Q-tip. That's the perfect thing to use for these. And you just like kind of like move it around a little bit. And it was covered. Like when I was done, the entire, both sides of the Q-tip was just covered in black. I was like, oh God. I'd be surprised if that works really. But yeah, whatever. It's still a nice looking cart for what it looked like before. And again, this was covered in garbage. And the next one, even though you can hear there's some stuff rattling in there, which makes me a little worried, this is still a nice pickup for $2. This one didn't have as much black shit in the motherboard as the other one did, but this is still, you know, this might still not work. Wait, this might still, it might not work. Wait, I'm preparing myself. This is a good pickup for $2. It's a $40-$45 game. If it works, then great. This is Gunstar Heroes, which I think it was on, what was it? I played this on, like, they not remade it, but they reissued it, I guess, or ported it to, I think, was it GBA? Or was that a sequel? I played a Gunstar game before on GBA, and it was great. And then I think they ported this to 360. I don't think I played it on 360, though. Like, it was one of those arcade games. But, yeah, that's really cool. Gunstar Heroes. I don't have any, like, allegiance to the series. I did play one of them on GBA. I don't know if it's Gunstar Heroes or it was a sequel, but, I think it was like a sequel, it wasn't exactly a sequel. I think maybe it was like a remake, but had a different title, like it was Gunstar something. But I played a Gunstar game on GBA. I know that for sure, and that's really cool. So there you go. That's the last thing for $12. I got all these. Look at that. That's pretty good, and they're all nice looking copies, and all the SNES games work at least. So you know, you got that. So all right, I haven't been calculating. So. This was 8 right here, then you had 5 here, that's 13. Then you had 12 here, that's 25. Oh, I actually nailed it. And then 5 right here in that big stack of 360 and Xbox and whatever games, that's 30. So 5 for the pawn shop stuff, 5 for the PS1 games, 12 for the SNES and Genesis games. So that's 22. 4 for these two, and then 4 for the PS2 and Oddworld games. So $30. I actually nailed it when I said $30. So I didn't overestimate. There you go. I nailed it. I just guessed, and then I second guessed myself. So bunch of games for only $30. Look at that. Woo! And then of course I spent other stuff. I spent $3 and $1 here and $1 there. So really I spent more than $30, but I was just talking about games separately. I probably spent around $40 really. But there you go. And of course Amazon stuff, you know. But that was also like a week ago. I'm talking about this weekend. I bought that stuff a little while ago. But anyway, there you go. That is the... Oh wait, hold on. I got one more thing. What am I doing? I bought something on eBay. I bought a box for a certain SNES game that I bought at the Retro Gaming Expo a couple weeks ago. And that, of course, is the box for The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. It's a nice looking box, right? You're probably like, whoa, that's a good looking box. Where'd you get that for? I spent $12, by the way. How'd you get that for $12? Well, I'm pretty sure it's not a real box. I think it's a reproduction box. But for $12, I had to get it. So I'm going to put that in my collection. I'm pretty sure it's a reproduction box, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I just got a good deal. Who knows? But it's a nice looking box. So it's very, very shiny. But, you know, I wanted it there because I just got Ocarina of Time box and I have all the other box SNES games. So I was like, you know what? I'll get a box just to have a box. So look nice there. I'm going to keep that for my collection anyway. You can hear the game rattling in there. No manual, no whatever. So it's just the game and the box. And the game holder, obviously. But there you go. That's it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. And until next time, another super packed episode of Gors Recent Pickups. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Until next time, goodbye.